Hello and welcome to RoboMonk Art and Tarot. I am RoboMonk. Today, urgent messages are coming in from your spirit guides, things that you need to know right now in order to make the best plan moving forward. So let's listen to those guides. This is a pick a card, so we're going to see which pile resonates with you. But before we do that, I just want to say thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you to all of my viewers. I truly appreciate your positivity and your energy in each reading that we do. If you are interested in a personal reading, a soul drawing, or a soulmate drawing, the information for that is down below in the description. That'll get you started. All right, let's look at the piles and see what resonates. Pile 1. We have Angelite. Pile 2, we have Bronzite. And pile 3, we have Pink Quartz. So go ahead and see which pile speaks to you. If you want to jump ahead to that pile, go ahead and go into the description and there will be timestamps. You can click on each one of those timestamps and it will fast forward you to that specific pile. All right. Let's get to the reading. Hello, Pile 1. Today we are exploring urgent messages coming from your spirit guides. We're going to see what's happening and why they are coming in today to give you a heads up. See what messages they actually have for you. So let's get started. The first image I see is just clouds everywhere. But these aren't normal clouds. I think these are more clouds of smoke and confusion. I really get the feeling of not being able to see around me. So maybe having confusion or lack of clarity in your life at this moment. And this may be exactly why your guides are coming in and giving you a message right now. Different moments in our life feel like this, where we aren't sure what to do next. We aren't sure what action to take, and it can be very frustrating. Something that you aren't aware of. I see an image of a brush dusting off a mirror. So the brush is reflected in the mirror as well. This really tells me that it might be time for a reflection to clear this smoke and dust and confusion away. A reflection must happen. Be that praying, meditation, any way that you can get in connection with yourself and spirit. With this reflection, you might be able to remove some of the clouds that are causing you not to see where you are and where you need to go. What you are aware of. I see you writing in a book. You may be an author or you may journal on a regular basis. You may think about what has happened during the day, but I see a blank book in front of you. You are trying to write, but you cannot find the words to describe what is going on. I see a large question mark to the left, and this tells me that you still don't have a lot of clarity. You're unable to express yourself right now, and that can be very, very troubling and frightening sometimes, to not be able to express ourselves to others and to ourselves. And that time of reflection really is necessary at this point. In your past, I see 3 brooms. These brooms may be needed at this point to sweep away different energy that is actually clouding your vision at this point in time. The broom typically symbolizes sweeping away what is not necessary, whether that be extra activities that cause you to be too busy, whether that be energies that people have released upon you and are still around you, and you need to clear those out. It's time to clean house, and it's time to reflect and really see what is going on inside of you. I also encourage cutting cords as well to release those energies. But with this 3 of brooms, typically the number 3 is all about playfulness, growth, being external. It could have been that you went to a party and you had a lot of people around you, or a place that you had a lot of people around you. And you're bringing home those energies, and it's time to sweep them away. It's time to clear them out because they are around you right now, and it's adding to this confusion. It's adding to you not being able to express yourself properly to yourself and to others. It could have been that there was a conflict of some sort, maybe some sort of drama that happened, and you are still thinking about it. You're trying to clear it away, but it's not quite getting out of your mind, out of your heart just yet. Once you clear away this energy, once you reflect upon yourself, once you channel spirit into your life and have this moment, I see dazzling sparkles all around, dazzling in your eye, and for a brief moment you will be blinded by that light. But afterwards, you will be able to see once again what is around you and what is going on. How this is affecting you is I see a bright diamond inside of your soul, pure, clean, crystal, symbolizing this purity that has been restored in your soul. Clearing away this energy, clearing away this negativity is essential at this moment. Your guides are telling you. And to have that clear and clean, pure soul again will help you move forward. Why is all of this happening? Well, this next card, I think, is going to tell us a lot. I see you looking off into the distance. Now with your clear vision, you can see a person coming into your life. And you have the third eye clear. You are able to see through the veil. You are able to see into their emotions. This being a general reading, this could go either way for all of us. So with that clarity, with that internal knowing and channeling spirit talking to your guides, you will get the energy reading off of this individual coming into you. I see the sun rising above this person, and this person is way off in the distance, but they will be arriving in a timely manner. And so it's good to prepare for their arrival. In the top card, I truly see this as a transcendence for you. Being able to clear that energy and transcend into this pure light in your soul. And you may not have felt this in a long time, and it will feel so refreshing. Just like taking a bath or shower after a very long day and being able to just be. And that's how it's going to feel with this pure energy flowing through you and this clarity of sight. This last card tells us why all of this is happening. there is a special person coming in, and I'm not saying this has to be romantic. This could be romantic. This could just be a new friend. This could be a new contact for business. But there's definitely a special, important person coming into your life. This is the same person that is on the horizon that you can see. You are reading their energy. Since you have all of that negative energy swept away from your own soul and your own life, you have crystal clear vision on this person's energy. And I see two options that you have. I see a circle around you, and you are waving to the person and inviting them into your circle, inviting them into your life and saying, yes, you are in my circle, you are in this trust, and I do trust you. Or you see this person and you do not let them in your circle because you read them as a negative energy that will not help you right now. But either way, whichever one is going to resonate with you, you will have clear vision because you are clearing away that negative energy. If you don't clear away that negative energy and you still have this clouded vision and you haven't used your brooms, you won't be able to read this person very well, and you may invite them into your life and they may cause trouble. Or you may say, no, thank you, and they may have been beneficial to you in some way. So with that, it's always great to have clear vision. And I want to thank your guides for being here today with this message. I want to thank Spirit for being here today with this message, and you lending yourself and your energy to this message. I think it's a wonderful reading to focus on, to meditate on, and to really see how it affects your own life. Pile 1, thank you for being here. And know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Pile 2. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today, urgent messages are coming in from your guides, and we are going to see what they are, how they will affect you right now and in the future, and really just what heads up you need in order to act now in order to get the best outcome in your future. So let's get started. The first image I see is one of an angelfish. An angelfish is a beautiful fish that typically has elongated fins, and they are bright colors, but they are also shy, peaceful creatures, and they are really good at hiding away when danger is near, or when they just don't feel like socializing. They are very intelligent as well. I feel like you are embodying some of these characteristics right now. The fact that your guides are coming in, they may want to comment on this status of yours right now. We'll get more into why this is happening, maybe why you are hiding away, but it's something of note. The next image is coming into me upside down, so I have to draw it right side up, and then I'll flip it around. But it's one of a monkey eating a piece of fruit, and it's very happy, very playful, and curious. So I do see this as you having a curiosity and a playfulness about you. But the fact that it's upside down is interesting to me. It may be that you haven't entertained this side of you in a long time. Maybe you have been in hiding mode, more internal exploration, more a sense of safety is your priority right now, instead of going out and seeing the world and being curious, being playful, being smiling and laughing, right? Enjoying life outside of your safe place. We'll see how this all ties in here in a minute. Something you are aware of is you may be going through the motions of everyday life right now. I see a robot in the topmost card. This robot is just walking along, not really feeling anything, not really doing much, kind of going through the motions and then going back home and doing the same thing over and over and over again. This does speak to the opposite of this curious, playful monkey. So I really feel that right now you may be closer to this robot, right? But your guides want to remind you of your curious and playful side that you have not let out into the world in perhaps a long time. I feel like you have good reason why this has not happened, because I see an airplane and you are piloting this airplane and it has propellers on the wings. That's how it's going. But all of a sudden the propellers stop and you are crashing into the ground. Of course, this is metaphorical, but the fact that you are flying really high and then all of a sudden you crash to the ground. Maybe in your past you were really doing very well, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, or what seemed out of nowhere, things fell apart and you seemed to crash to the ground at that point. And you were very playful, you were very curious about life, you were just more in your own element. And then when things fell apart, you went back to your safety net, you went back to your safe place, becoming this angel fish rather than the monkey. And that is understandable. That is human nature, to go back to safety when things go wrong. But in your next card here, the one in the middle, your guides are coming in and saying, here is the door, here is the way. Please step through. It is time. It is time to come out of your safe place. It is time to stop hiding. It is time to become more of that curious and playful monkey once again. Because your guides want you to be happy, but they want you to be also alive. They want you to feel alive, not like that robot that has no life to it and just going through the motions. How does this affect you? I think you really take to it. I think it just takes this little nudge, and your guides really want you to take this nudge through this doorway. And I see you chasing a butterfly down a path and really just remembering what it was like to smile, remembering what it's like to laugh again, remembering what it's like to be curious about what's around the next corner. And even this goes into the next card here, where I see you actually parting the grass and looking at different bugs, different life that is around you that you didn't notice before. And this could mean that there are different opportunities for you out there that you didn't notice because you are in your safe place. And we all need a safe place to go back to when things are dangerous, but we also need to have courage. And your guides are coming in and giving you that courage to step through this door once again, to see the opportunities that are out there, and to start your next chapter in your life. This is really going to turn your life around, and at first it may just seem little small things that happen, and you would thank Spirit for those small things that happen. And I do see a little snowball up at the top of a mountain, and as it goes down the mountain, it gets larger and larger and larger. This is called the snowball effect, where it gets so large as it travels down the mountain. This is really a picture of your thankfulness to Spirit as you start to become more playful, as you start to become more curious about the world around you and the opportunities around you. You are going to become more and more thankful to Spirit for the opportunities that are presented to you, because Spirit understands that you needed that safe space, but your guides are coming in and saying, it's time to go through the door, because there are so many other opportunities out there that we need you to take. We need you to go and see what's out there, to have you level up, to have you transcend. Ultimately, through this thankfulness, you will feel safe as you go out into the world. You won't really need your safe place anymore. You will have it with you wherever you go. I see you holding onto your heart as it flies, and you are flying in a different way than you did in the past. It's not some contraption or airplane that might stall out. This is your own free will. This is your own inspiration that is carrying you to these heights, that is carrying you through life. Through your playfulness and your curiosity, you are beginning to thrive. You are finding abundance. You are getting those opportunities that you need and actually succeeding in those goals that you want to succeed in. And all the while being more and more thankful to Spirit as you go along. What a wonderful message from your guides, yes? I want to thank your guides for being here today. I want to thank Spirit for being here today. And I want to thank you for being here today. I always truly appreciate your presence and your energy here. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time, Pile 2. Hello, Pile 3. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today, urgent messages are coming in from your spirit guides. We're going to see what they're all about, what they mean to you right now, and what they mean to you in the future. We are going to see what the urgency is. So let's get started. The first image I see is one of a kiwi fruit. This is a fruit that has traveled the world at this point, but it is actually very good for you. It can restore balance into your body when you eat this fruit. It has a lot of wonderful, nutritious properties to it, and it tastes great. And what I love about it is it truly looks like a soul when you cut it. It has this very white part in the center of it with white rays coming out of it and seeds coming out of that as well. It really does remind me of our souls here on this 3D earth plane, shining our light to everyone and shining our seeds of love as we go through this life. Something your guides are pointing out to me is that you may need to feel more grounded at this point. You may not be aware of it. The fact that you are trying to gain balance in your life is good, but also grounding in your life. And I see you hugging a tree. Some of us have heard of tree huggers, and we think of it as being kind of a funny thing to do, but actually it has scientific proof that if you are able to hug a tree and transfer your energy into the tree, it will absorb the negative energy and disperse it out into the ground. How amazing is that? So the fact that trees are there to give us life-breathing oxygen and to take our negative energies away from us, we must give thanks for Spirit to allowing trees to be here on this earth while we are here on this 3D earth plane. But it's a wonderful way to ground yourself. If you've never tried it, I would recommend doing it. If you feel a little shy about it, make sure no one else is around. It doesn't matter. I would just go out and try and hug a tree because it is an amazing feeling. I would give it about a minute or two and you'll feel different. There may be a reason why you need to have balance in your life and why you're trying to get grounded. I see a finger with blood on it, a drop of blood. And this could mean that you are diabetic, and actually kiwi fruit can help with diabetes. But also this could mean that there is a blood feud. There may be people in your family that are fighting. It may not necessarily be with you, but you can still be very affected by people that you love or care about fighting with one another. And that can really bleed into your own life. That can invite drama into your own life. And the fact that you are trying to balance yourself right now, that new drama is really not going to be helpful in balancing. So your guides are coming in to say, you need to get grounded, try and remain balanced through this, but there could be a feud in your family and it may spill into your life. So just be ready for that if it's not already happening right now. Why is this happening? Spirit is telling me that someone is blind to the problem. I see a blind eye in the past here. They may not want to address the problem that's happening, and they are always consistently saying, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, or oh, we don't want to talk about this right now. Let's just have a good time. And there's this underlying current of not hostility, but something being unresolved. And with that not being resolved, maybe feelings were hurt and they are simmering, it is going to start to spill over into something else. Again, I don't see this really being with you, but members of your family fighting with other members of your family. I've been there, it's never fun. I'm sure you've been there, it's never fun. The next card in the future is one of a dam that is breaking. The water is rushing out, and so whatever is actually being pushed down will eventually come out into the open. It will be a deluge of water, of emotion coming out from this dam and spilling over everything. This is why your guides really want you to be grounded at this point, because you're going to need to be focused, centered, balanced in order to really ride this out, because you will be able to help this situation, but in a different way than what you are thinking. I love this next image, and I think we can all relate to it. I see you in a boat meditating with a force field around you. The water that has broken from the dam is rushing all around you, but it's not touching you. because you are centered, you are focused. You know that this does not truly involve you, so you are able to remain calm, you are able to remain balanced, and you are able to still have your defenses up so that this water does not come into your life and really wreak havoc. Once everything is said and done, once the family members are done saying what they have to say, there may be a moment of calm. There may be a moment of separation for these family members. And I see you with your boat on the beach. I see your family members as starfish. I see you picking up each one of these starfish and casting it back into the ocean. And it reminds me of a parable of this little girl casting in the starfish into the ocean. I'm sure you've heard this one. And a passerby says, "Why are you casting in this starfish? There are so many here on this beach. What difference does it make?" And she said, "Well, it made a difference to that one." So the fact is that you can help with this feud that's happening in your family, and you will be able to still remain grounded and help others in that time of separation, and perhaps even get them back together on a good level place of love and healing, which is symbolized by the ocean here. The top card, I see a letter with a heart on it. This tells me that you may have to do this from a distance, at least at first, to maintain your balance, to maintain your defenses so that the drama does not spill over. This may mean phone calls, this may mean something like that, or even just sending letters so that you can communicate but not get interrupted, right? So good old-fashioned letters can sometimes make the world of difference in these kind of situations. Ultimately, you are able to maintain your balance with your guide's help, with Spirit's help, continuing to channel Spirit, to know what to say, how to say it, and get through this rough time, and to be able to still have love for your family and to perhaps have them love one another again. Pile 3, I hope this brings you clarity. I hope this helps you navigate these waters if there is a family feud going on in your life right now. I truly wish you well with this, but it's great that your guides are coming in, giving a little heads up so you know what to expect and know how to traverse the situation. I want to thank your guides for being here. I want to thank Spirit for being here, and I want to thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for lending your energy to this reading. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time.